Hello again, everybody. It is I, Captain Leroy, and today, in our playthrough of Super Mario Galaxy, we're just about in the home stretch. I just realized that frickin' Mario's, you can't see his pupils in that. That's creepy. So, yeah. But first, we got a quick visit to the snow-capped galaxy. Now, let's see what we have. Star bunnies in the snow.
Yes.
Alright, let's just quickly grab this shell. Let's play chase. Can you catch us all before the time runs out? I have no idea where any of these little fellows are. Blasted another Koopa shell. Oh, I can use this to clear up the snow. Ah. Noted, that's where one of you are. Alright, let's just take it from the top, because I don't think I'm winning this one. Alright, this time. That's good. Alright. A little firepower. Alright, that's one. Alright. That's two. How annoying. My dear friend, you wanted to play the game. Yeesh. Sounds like me whenever I'm playing Rivals. Going into the pit. Dang it. Gotcha! 64. Not bad. I give up. Here, take this star. And that does it for that. Gotta say, pretty clever. You have to, it's probably you have to fail once in order to figure it out. $104 stars. Seems about, gosh, thinking about how many more stars I still have is kind of terrifying. We did never finish up The Last of Rosalina's storybook, because I was thinking about doing it for later, but we're going to do this before we head off to our grand finale.
Let us begin.
Chapter 4, The Dream. One night, the girl dreamed about her own mother. "Where are you going?" she asked, her mother's retreating back. Without turning, her mother replied, "Don't fret, dearest. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching over you, like the sun in the day and the moon in the night." A wave of sadness washed over the girl. "What about when it rains and I can't see the sun or the moon?" Her mother thought a moment before responding. "I will turn into a star into the clouds and wait for your tears to dry." When she awoke, the girl's face was damp with tears. "You have star bits in your eyes," said the Luma to the girl. Wiping her face, the girl replied, "These are tears, not star bits. I'm crying because I'll never see my mother ever again." At this, Luma began to cry too. "Mama, oh mama, wah." The pair traveled through the starry skies, and though they encountered many other comets, not one of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent. Now, Luma, the rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying," said the girl, giving Luma a squeeze. "I'll give you a present if you stop." The girl closed her eyes and said gently, "I'll take care of you." With these words, she felt a small spark in her heart. Chapter 5, Home. "The kitchen will go over here, and the library will go over there," the girl said busily to herself. "We'll put the gate here." Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she'd been bustling about at a feverish pace. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home. It turns out that starbits weren't the only thing buried in the ice. There were tools and furniture unlike any they had ever seen, and the girl used them to build a home. Looking at the completed house, Luna remarked, "Don't you think it's awfully big for just the two of us?" With a library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and gate, it was certainly spacious, but still, something seemed to be missing. "If only my father, brother, and mother were here," the girl said wistfully. Indeed, the house was too large for its two small residents. That night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. Chapter 6, Friends. Then, one day, while the girl sat sipping tea, a tiny apricot-colored planet appeared on the horizon. From the same planet, another Luma of the same color emerged. Do you two know each other?" the girl asked the two Lumas gleefully. Despite this girl's excitement, they seemed uneasy. The two Lumas neither drew closer nor backed away from each other. Instead, they just stared. Then one Luma broke the silence. "My mama." At once, the apricot Luma preparated back, "My mama, my mama. My mama, my mama." The two Lumas began to dance around the girl frantically, and neither showed any sign of stopping. The girl was so charmed by this adorable scene that she couldn't help but laugh, and that's when something very strange happened. Suddenly, more Lumas began to pop out from the apricot planet. They all were different colors, but they all shouted the same thing. "My mama, my mama." The sight of all the shouting Lumas only made the girl laugh harder. What am I gonna do with all these children? The Lumas just stared blankly as she doubled over laughing. I guess we'll just have to name each and every one of you. Tomorrow, once she had finished naming them all, she would begin moving all the Lumas into the new house. Chapter 7. The Telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a sudden thought popped into the girl's head. I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was. That's when she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floated into sight. It was smaller than a star bit. How strange. It's so far away, but it feels so close. She twisted the knob of the telescope, and the blue dot grew until she could make out a grassy hill dotted with flowers. It seemed very familiar to her. Zooming in even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet. She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up to that hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother would sled down that hill. She remembered having picnics with her mother on the day... She remembered having picnics with her mother on that hill on bright and windy days. And... I want to go home. I want to go home right now. The little girl burst into tears, and the Lumas didn't know what to do. I want to go home. I want to go back to my house by the hill. I want to see my mother. The girl was shouting now, her face wet with tears. But I know she's not there. I knew that all along because she wasn't out there here in the sky. Because she's sleeping under that tree on the hill. The girl's cries echoed through the stars, and a hush fell over the area. That should do it for today. Man, it always makes me emotional, dang it. Well, with our emotional state, well, after that little detour, I think it's finally time to go take back something that Bowser took from us. It's time. Do you want to go to the location of your special one at the center of the universe? Go. Alright then, off we go. I like how everything kind of just like plugs into itself. Da-da-da. Are they really trying to shoot at a frickin' at the? They're really. Oh, that's where that UFO went. There's a warp field inside the castle. Go. They are inside. Hurry. I guess the Lumas are... I guess the Rosalina's just able to make the observatory, like, bulletproof or something. And now, it is time for Bowser's Galaxy Reactor, the fate of the universe. It's been ages since I played this, so we're in for a real challenge and for a real treat. Because now, it is time. Okay. It's pretty much just a gauntlet of everything we've ever done. I don't need any extra lives. Bah! Gotta make sure I don't get burnt, because that would be a little disastrous. Ow. Rude. I do like to think that there's no warp stars. As far as I remember, I don't think there's any, like, launch stars or anything here. I was baited! Blast! I was trying to be all sentimental, and then I get baited. Alright, where are we taking? Okay. Alright, we'll take it from here. I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure that stepping on the blue, well, you know, that big blue ball of energy means instant death. It just feels like a collection of all the planets we've been through. Like, am I delaying my fate? Yes. But am I gonna try to escape? Of course I am. I just gotta be a little more careful with my platforming. Oh, I gotta take it from here again? Very well. I wonder if Bowser ever prepared for Mario to make it to the very end of the... I'm not sure, but I'm sure he had to. I'm sure he had a plan, because he was. I'm pretty sure he was just. I know eventually I'm gonna have to deal with that plumber. All right, this time let's be careful not to. Ah, phooey. I think there's so many fire bars around here because Bowser knows that they're especially lethal. Uh-oh. Dadgummit. Just as long as I don't get started from the lava planet again, I'll be fine. Okay. This looks a lot more Bowser-like. Lots of stone statues, bullets, cannons, whomps. Ow. This feels like more like a proper that is a Banzai Bill. The fact that I can't spin either really makes it a lot more lethal. Ow. Gosh, I can't seem to escape these guys. Alright, well, Whoa, whoa, whoa! Fitting that the only launch star in this level is the one that leads directly to Bowser. Lucky for Princess Peach. Too bad, because she was with me. Welp. Kind of surprised he's... There's the bombardment. I quickly grab this life shroom because, as I always say, never hurts to... I promise I wasn't running in circles like that. It's just my controller kind of got locked into circles. Alright, the final face down. Finally! You got here just in time to see the creation of my galaxy in the center of the universe. Watch and weep. From this galaxy, I'll rule a great galactic empire with Peach by my side. It will last forever! I will rule every pitiful corner of the universe. So Mario, as you can see, I got big plans, and stomping you is at the top of my list! Alright, we're starting with shockwaves. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have to... Was I wrong? What did I do again? I'm pretty sure I needed to spin to hit him. Okay. I'll figure it out. It'll just take a little bit of trial and error. Yep. I just was getting unlucky. Oh, since I got hit, I guess that means... Alright, Bowser, I got your patterns now, so consider yourself one more whack at it. Do it! I missed. We flatten the... There we go. Bonk. One more smack out of in this face. So we get pulled to the very center of what he's building. You'd think he'd learn his lesson. I guess those are just very essential energy ports. Does seem like a bit of a design flaw, but oh well. Oh. Got me on the rebound. Are these things just gonna loop forever? Alright. This might be it for the old King Koopa. Yep. And with that, Bowser's been knocked out. Blast. And he tumbles into the... What is that, like molten stars or something? Or just lava? Could be just like molten energy. And with that... we have our last Grand Star. With that, that's the last time we'll get a Grand Star, I believe. Now, just to find the princess. Huh? Did Bowser just... Did Juju just really yeet her off the airship, or did... Let's see. Oh, no, he got yeeted off himself. That, we're back at the beginning of the galaxy. And, looks like Bowser's whole planet is going kaput. I guess he fell through there as he landed. No! My galaxy! My empire! This can't be happening. And... a black hole. Right when you thought we were finally free of it. This is what happens when inexperienced folks mess around with the forces of the universe. Yikes, you can see that frickin' Comet Observatory is getting torn to pieces. Oh, not this music. Dang it, this music always makes me tearful. I remember it being a black screen when I beat that the first time. Do you hear the baby stars? These newborns will grow up to become galaxies someday. When stars die, they turn to stardust and scatter across the cosmos. Eventually, that stardust reforms to create a new star, and so the cycle of life continues. But the cycle never repeats itself in quite the same way. So, you'll see. Was that last bit directed at the player? I don't know. Anytime I see a butterfly, I get Morpho Knight flashbacks. Well, there's Junior, Guppy, the bees, the queen bee, Dino, some of the Goombas. And so, like, you know what? We're alive, so we'll just chill for once. There's Peach. Carries the essence of the stars, even all of you.
Welcome! Welcome, new galaxy!
With that, it's all the galaxies we visited. Super Mario Galaxy. This game means quite a lot to me, as I mentioned when I first started. You see, when I first got the game, I was just a young kid back in frickin' elementary school. I played this game because it was fun. I liked playing as Mario and just being able to just explore these wondrous galaxies. As I mentioned, I really loved getting the red star in the galaxy, you know, in the Comet Observatory and just flying around aimlessly. I never fully 100% of the game, but I'm glad that I was able to. I now have a chance now because a lot of it's. This game just really has so many amazing and fun ideas. I'll admit, some of the challenges were a little harder than others. I'm looking at that frickin' hidden one in the frickin' Freeze Flame Galaxy. That one sucked. But, other than that, this game's just great. And I'm very, very glad that we've gotten such an amazing story out of it. Not to mention, we're getting a movie, which I think is amazing. And I'm excited to see what they do with the movie. So we'll be getting Rosalina, Bowser Jr., Yoshi. Who knows what else? I guess my thoughts so far is this game's just wonderful. I mean, I ain't Super Mario Bros. Wonder, but the game still holds a very, very special place in my heart. Charles Martinet. Ah, man, it felt good to hear his voice again. Not to mention the Mario Galaxy Orchestra made some amazing tracks. Look at me acting all sappy like I'm ending the series, which I'm not quite yet. There's still just a few things left to do. But of course, that will have to wait until next time. I don't actually know when the credits end, so I can't really properly end it, but I'm just gonna be quiet for now and just let you, you know, enjoy the credits yourself.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
I always love hearing that at the end of a game when when the character, the developers or the character in the game just thanks you for playing their game. Someday when I make my own games and stories, I wish to be able to give that kind of thank you to anyone who plays it. But now, a new chapter's been added to the storybook, and a purple comet has appeared. Like I said, we're not done yet, folks, so please that's a weird glitch. Is that... Well, that's certainly one way to end off the video, so... Thank you for watching, everybody, and we shall see y'all next time for... I'm probably gonna have to record one heck of a long-haul video, because I'm kind of running out of time on finishing it before the month ends. So, thank you for watching, folks, and we'll see y'all next time for the last video for Super Mario Galaxy. So, we'll see you then.